Density sets are a hugely underrated tool for both strength and hypertrophy. Instead of doing a prescribed amount of sets and reps for an exercise, density sets require you to work for a prescribed amount of time. You would start your timer and perform a mini set of a few reps to a prescribed difficulty, say 2 or 3 reps in the tank. You would then rest just long enough until you could perform a few more reps and then repeat until the time expires. This is done with the goal of getting as many high quality reps done in as short of a time as possible. This is a fantastic method during a period of time where you're trying to build up a lot of high quality, high technique reps. Say for example, a gain phase or the start of an off season for an athlete. There's a few reasons why I think this method is so powerful. And the biggest is that you can auto-regulate the intensity of every working set. Early on when you're fresh, you'll easily be able to knock out sets of 4 to 5. As time goes on, you'll get more tired, and instead of being tied to having to do a specific amount of reps every set, you can just start to knock out sets of 2 to 3 at the same relative intensity. This allows the average rep to be less fatiguing while just as stimulating if you were comparing that to a regular set and rep scheme, say a 5x5 for example. If you've ever done a 5x5, you know how mentally and physically draining those last couple sets can be. But that's why density sets are so cool. Having a more flexible model like this allows you to get just as many, if not more, high quality reps in at a pretty similar weight as you would for something like a 5x5. And you can do that in less time with less total fatigue cost, while at the same time being less mentally taxing. It's kind of a no-brainer. And other benefits as well. They're extremely time efficient. This is a really good way to just get some high quality reps in. If you're pressed for time when you're training, say 12 to 15 minutes, you can have a huge training effect. And since you're doing such high quality work in such short amount of time, there definitely is a conditioning component as well. And if that all wasn't enough, it's so easy to progress a density set. You could very simply add weight. You could do more reps in the same amount of time. You can add time to the density set, or you could do the same amount of reps in less time even. It's extremely easy to keep something like this in your program for 6+ weeks at a time, with so many ways to add progression and intensity that aren't just putting weight on the bar. So that's enough of my pitch. How do you actually implement this training today? I'll give the disclaimer that density sets are probably best used for exercises that are really stable and don't require a lot of time to set up. So squats, presses, pulls, anything of that nature. But very simply, pick a time period of 12 to 15 minutes to start and begin with a load of roughly 75 to 80% of your estimated 1 rep max. If you don't have an estimated max, just pick a weight you can do for roughly 4 to 6 reps with 2 to 3 quality reps in the tank. Start your timer, perform a mini set at 2 to 3 quality reps in the tank, rest, and repeat. Track how long you did your set for, track the weight you used, and track the total reps you got across that period. Density sets are extremely effective and they're fun. When you give someone a little agency in how they execute their training, the results are almost always better. And my athletes always love these. But that's all I have for you today. Try these out, leave a comment if you liked them. I'm really a big fan. Hopefully they gave a lot to you in your training. I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and a sub if that was the case. See you in the next one.